Hey guys, it's Julia with Our Vibe, where we talk about spirituality, growth, self-help, and so much more. Today, I want to discuss a little bit more about past life regression therapy. I want to give you an overview of some case studies that I learned about during my journey of becoming a past life regression therapist, and I found these case studies super interesting, so I figured why not share. Maybe this can become a more normal thing where I share case studies and success stories about people who have done past life regression therapy. So one case study is about a mother. She has a teenage daughter. She's been married for like 15, 20 years to her husband. And she found text messages in her husband's phone that were explicit and basically instantly made clear to her that he was being unfaithful and having an affair. So the first thing the client did was reach out to this other woman and let her have it, really threw every insult at her that she possibly could in an effort to make herself feel better, I'm sure. And then she, considered separating from her husband. Her husband swore to end the affair. He even upped and moved the family to another city for a fresh start because the client was really taking the situation hard. She was having suicidal tendencies. She was admitted because she felt, as she knew it, her life as she knew it was over. About 6 months after they moved, the client discovered that her husband was still in contact with his affair, and she had another full-blown episode and left him. She moved her and her daughter back to her hometown, and at this point felt like she just couldn't trust anyone again. She had been lied to, cheated on. She was over it, and she hated her ex. She was just so angry at him, and how could he do this to her and betray her, especially twice. So she was referred by a friend to a past life regression therapist. And in her first session, she was regressed back to an early memory, not a past life, just an age regression memory, back to her early 20s when she was holding hands with her husband and he was holding her, and she felt his warm embrace and his love. And she did feel a little bit of a calming feeling, like she just wanted to have some kind of resolution, whether it was ending things with her ex or trying to find some kind of reconciliation. But she was so angry and hateful toward him, she knew that kind of reconciliation was just not possible how she was currently feeling. So the age regression, the past life regression, the hypnotherapy was supposed to help her kind of get out of that. So after her first session of age regression, they were able to past life regress her to a previous life where she was actually a male, and she was this distinguished figure in the court of the king, and she, as a male, had a daughter who he was very protective over, and she was dating somebody he did not approve of. So ultimately, this father-daughter relationship turned volatile. They got in a fight over the man that she was seeing. It got physical, and he ended up accidentally killing his daughter. What the client discovered in her past life regression, her as that man killing the daughter, that daughter was actually the affair, the other woman that her current husband had been cheating on her with. So during her regression, she realized, I killed my daughter over a man that she loved, who actually, this man that her daughter loved, his soul is the same soul in her current husband. So her current husband's past life, or one of his past lives, was connected to his affair, who he was dating in a past life, and she ended up getting killed. the client gets approached by the man that his daughter was dating, and this man, you know, was furious with him, and he could have been easily jailed for how he spoke to this man, because this man was a higher figure in the community, but he dropped any charges, didn't want him arrested at all, because he felt like he deserved all the insults in the world. He has killed his child out of rage, out of selfishness, out of wanting to be controlling. And the client saw those patterns bleeding into her current life, where she just had so much rage and was really able to make these connections with her current life. So all of her hatred towards the woman that was part of the affair, she killed her in a past life. All her hatred toward her husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, she completely ruined his life, his past life, because she killed his love. So she had this kind of like new energetic perspective on what kind of karmic realities could have been playing out still. And she was able to understand that her husband had a soul connection with a past love of his life, who he happened to find in this life and have an affair with her. He didn't know, but like subconsciously there was some kind of connection there, right? So our soul groups, we revisit the same places together. You will be incarnated on Earth with the same souls in different bodies playing different roles, because it's the universe really just trying to experience itself in this like fractalized energy that is us. And every single one of us has this unique perspective, and that is why there's duality, good and bad. It's truly just helping us have a greater understanding of who we are, the universe. So to wrap up what happened with the client, she ended up doing a couple more sessions and was able to get to a point where not only could she forgive her ex, but she could actually have love and understanding and compassion for him. And they did a lot of work when she got these life regressions, and they're married still. They're happily married. He isn't unfaithful anymore. I think they worked out that energy. There are so many other examples of people that have overcome challenges in their lives just by understanding past lives and how they could be interfering or influencing our current lives. I was going to go over a couple more case studies, but I ran out of time today, so I'll post those next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, sign up for notifications. Have a good night.